With the onset of COVID-19, the manner in which everyone conducted business changed virtually overnight. And at CRH, we are committed to making sure we are at the forefront of that change as we maintain the safest working environments possible for all our employees, families, customers, and contractors. COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by a new coronavirus introduced to humans for the first time. It is spread from person to person mainly through the droplets produced when an infected person speaks, coughs, or sneezes. These droplets can land in the mouths or noses of people who are nearby. These droplets are too heavy to travel far in the air. They only travel approximately 3 feet and quickly settle on surfaces. This is the reason person-to-person spread is happening mainly between close contacts. The exact time that the virus can survive on surfaces is not yet known. So it is wise to clean surfaces regularly, particularly in the vicinity of people infected with COVID-19. How does the disease present? What is known so far, there could be a number of symptoms ranging from mild to severe. There can be fever and respiratory symptoms such as cough and shortness of breath. In more severe cases, there has been pneumonia, kidney failure, and death. There are currently no specific medications for the virus, and treatment is supportive care. There is currently no vaccine to protect against the virus. Treatment and vaccines are in development. When it comes to preventing the spread of the virus on the job site, there are 3 very important steps that you can take to protect yourself and others. Those steps include maintaining good personal hygiene, practicing social distancing, and regularly disinfecting your work area. With respect to personal hygiene, always remember to stay at home if you feel sick, cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze, and always avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. You should also disinfect your hands or wash frequently for 20 seconds as shown here. The next way to protect yourself is to practice social distancing, which is deliberately increasing the physical space between people to avoid spreading the virus. As such, it's important to maintain at least 6 feet of separation when communicating with others. Alternative communication methods are suggested, such as two-way radios, cell phones, email, whiteboards, and video calls. Additionally, in order to limit the amount of person-to-person contact at work, avoid carpooling to job sites, separate workstations to over 6 feet apart, and maintain the same social distance for group meetings and safety huddles. Social distancing guidelines apply to others outside the company as well. Be sure to restrict all non-essential visitors or contractors from accessing our sites and offices, and limit where possible all physical contact and direct transfer of tickets or materials that may be contaminated. It is believed the COVID-19 virus can live on some surfaces for up to 3 days. For this reason, while at any CRH office or job site, all work areas, common tools, vehicles, and pieces of equipment should be disinfected regularly and by each user before use. To disinfect properly, use a household disinfectant if available, such as Lysol or Clorox wipes. If those are not available, a solution with at least 70% alcohol or a solution of diluted household bleach will work as well. 1/3 cup of bleach per 1 gallon of water is the correct ratio for a disinfecting solution. Pour into spray bottles properly labeled and discard any unused portions at the end of the day. When cleaning, ensure that you are in a well-ventilated area while using disinfectants. Be sure to wear gloves and safety glasses, and always ensure that you are following instructions on the product label. Effective contact times vary for different products. Consider the space you're working in and have a plan to work from one side of a room or piece of equipment to the other. This will ensure you do not inadvertently touch a previously cleaned surface with a potentially contaminated glove. Common areas, such as control rooms, scale houses, laboratories, and offices, all have the potential to have COVID-19 virus on surfaces. These areas need to be disinfected multiple times throughout the shift. During cleaning, restrict access to authorized personnel only. All commonly touched surfaces, such as control panels, touchscreens, computers and mouse, keyboards, calculators, phones, radios, and printers, along with test equipment and other hand tools, such as scrapers, bowls, buckets, and wheelbarrows, must be disinfected before and after use. Keep in mind, items such as light switches, doorknobs, chairs, counters, drawers, and oven handles should also be disinfected. All shared reading materials, such as magazines, manuals, and reference books, should be removed from control rooms, scale houses, and laboratories. It is ideal, if possible, to discontinue sharing the use of items in a workplace. However, on most job sites, the sharing of tools and equipment is necessary, and so they must be disinfected between users. All users should assume there is contamination and disinfect the tools or equipment before and after each use. Start the equipment disinfection process with washing your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds and then donning safety glasses and disposable gloves. Using an approved disinfectant product, thoroughly disinfect everything inside of the cab and on the outside of the equipment that may have been touched by the previous operator. Examples of equipment parts that should be disinfected include all controls and levers around the operator, the steering wheel, the radio, fans and air vents, seat adjustment levers, camera monitoring equipment, fuel cap, the key and ignition, ladder rails, and even the seatbelt buckle, latch, and strap. The inside and outside door handles and rails should also be disinfected. Disinfect any parts of the equipment that may have been touched during the operation of the equipment. Think about the pieces of equipment you are operating, and then consider all the items you touch that should be disinfected. Vehicles too should be disinfected in a similar manner. Focus on disinfecting toolbox handles, tailgates, and all of the internal controls and systems inside the vehicle. For both vehicles and equipment, the pre-trip books are another possible source of contamination. So be sure to wear gloves when handling the book and disinfect the pen before and after you use it. Again, if you would touch it, disinfect it. Once finished, equipment and vehicle operators should properly remove the disposable gloves and dispose of them. Then wash your hands or use an alcohol-based sanitizer before operating the equipment. This same process should take place at the end of the shift. When it comes to hand tools and other common items on the job site, the grips of shovels, wrenches, hammers, pry bars, and other tools must be disinfected as well. If you must share tools, make sure to disinfect before and after each time you use them. Remember, if you are in doubt, disinfect it. Once you have thoroughly disinfected a work area, tools, or equipment, remove your gloves following the 6-step process to avoid contaminating your hands. Grab the outside of one glove at the wrist, being careful not to touch bare skin. Peel the glove away from your body, pulling it inside out. Hold the glove you just removed in your gloved hand. Peel off your second glove by sliding your fingers inside the glove at the top of your wrist. Turn the second glove inside out while pulling it away from your body, leaving the first glove inside the second. Dispose of the gloves safely and never reuse them. Then use hand sanitizer or wash your hands appropriately before returning to work. Taking all of these measures will help protect you from contracting the virus. But keep in mind that the most important thing you can do to protect yourself and others is to stay home if you have a fever or are feeling ill, and practice good personal hygiene. We can all do our part in keeping ourselves, our fellow coworkers, and our workplaces clean and safe.